Disrespectful kids. Disrespectful kids, man. Let's talk about some disrespectful kids. So, my take on this is I was just in a laundromat just now, and I seen some kids. They was in there disrespecting their grandfather and stuff. Disrespectful. I think there's about a good 12, probably not even 12. That's maybe a little too old. Let's say about 9 and 8. I say about that. It was two of them, and I go on the internet and I see kids disrespecting their parents also on the internet. Parents be complaining about it, crying about it, but so a child is disrespectful because you allow a child to be disrespectful. All right, if you allow it, they're gonna do it. If you don't allow it, they're not gonna do it. Now, keep in mind that it is a such thing as a demonic bloodline and a pure bloodline. Because I know some children who get disciplined from their parents, who are disciplined, and when they get out of line, the parents get them back in line. But 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 most of the time I see it be parents raising it be grandparents raising that child, because the parents couldn't find a way to get their life right on track, and they probably locked up or somewhere or dead because of the bloodline. It's just running their blood. They can't do no right. They won't do no right. The demonic bloodline. And so, and when I say the demonic bloodline, y'all, you gotta wake up, because in the Bible it said, well, it didn't say it in the Bible, but if you do some studying, Satan has his own children. He does. Satan has his own children. And just like when God flooded Sodom and Gomorrah, he seen grace in the eyes of Noah, because Noah's bloodline was pure. Sodom and Gomorrah, them fallen angels and stuff, they came down, and it was just wickedness going on out there. So that was a demonic bloodline. It was so demonic out there. And so that's why you have to be careful. You have to be careful who you lay down with. You have to be careful who you lay down with. I think I had to repeat myself on that one more time. Be careful who you lay down with. Because nowadays people just laying down and opening their legs up to anybody and sticking their thing up in anything. You gotta be careful who you lay down with. Everybody is not human. Those spirits did not leave from Sodom and Gomorrah. Those spirits never left. The demonic bloodline does exist. And when you have children and you're demonic yourself, it runs in your blood, you demonic, you can't do no right. You find yourself wondering why you can't do no right. You having them evil thoughts all the time. You be, just don't want to do no right. In and out of prison and jail and stuff, and then they end up having kids. And then the kids follow the same footsteps because it run in their blood too. They find their way where they can't do no right. Even if they become successful in life, you still kind of see them doing some crazy stuff. Even with them getting money and having the good life, they still doing some crazy stuff, saying some crazy stuff, and because it runs in the blood. When you see all this wickedness coming from children, this disrespectfulness, this going crazy, these teenagers and stuff out here, they killing, they shooting and stuff. Who are their parents? Who are their parents? What are their parents? Are their parents demonic? Did their parents do the same thing? Are their parents locked up, dead? Where are their parents at? It's something you gotta ask yourself. You know, and these disrespectful kids in this world, other times it could be the parents want to be friends with their child. You know, it's like, especially if it's a single mother and she raising them boys, and you know the mom thinks different from the dad. The mom don't want no man, especially if she a single mother and she like find her a man or something. That woman would have a problem with that man disciplining that kid because, oh, don't yell at him like that, don't talk to them like that, don't. And then when you keep doing that, it makes that child see, oh well, she got my back, so I'm gonna just keep doing what I do. I get in some trouble, she'll get me out of it. See, protection. They feel protected from the mom, especially if the man is not even a real dad. And then here come the daughters with the attitudes that, especially with the back talk, the smart mouths. Oh, you definitely deal with that with a little girl. Not all of them, but majority of them, yeah. They go to little girl. You gotta worry about her not getting influenced by these other wicked women in this world being hoes and thoughts and stuff. You know, just tell the truth. Being hoes and thoughts, and then the little girl see them doing that, or they see their mother and stuff doing that, then they want to do it. They want to follow the same footsteps. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth once again. And you know, and she ended up being disrespectful to everybody. Go to school acting up. Little boy be going to school acting up and stuff. You know, come on now. The parent is the child's first teacher. School ain't gonna teach a child how to um what to do in life, how to make good choices in life, decisions. All they school gonna be doing is just trying to teach you how to, I feel like you do need math and reading. You do need math and reading. But science and history, you don't need that BS. That's not even real history. And that ain't real history, and science ain't it's just some straight BS. They don't even believe in God most of the time. But that's a whole nother video. I ain't even about to go into that. We talking about disrespectful kids. Um, uh, the parents is the child's first teacher. What is that child? What is that parent teaching that child to do? When they see that kid cussing and stuff, spoiling these kids, and buying them anything they want. That's why they're so disrespectful. You go in the store, mommy, go ahead, get it. You messing up. You messing up. And then as soon as you say no to them, oh, they start acting a fool. They start falling out in the store, screaming, kicking, throwing stuff off the shelves and stuff. And then you sitting there crying and wondering why your child acting like that. Well, what are you doing? What what are you doing? It's your fault. It's your fault. You want to spoil these kids, and then they grow up and start acting crazy and stuff like that, and then you sitting there trying to give them off to somebody else. That's why it be so many grandparents raising these kids now, because the parents is so corrupted. They're so corrupted and freaking out of line. Can't get themselves together. Now they need their parents to raise their kids.